Sadio Mane is not in Bayern's future plans. Bild and Kicker reporting that he's been informed he's not in the plans as well. Ali and Shaka have been covering Bundesliga throughout the whole of last season. In fact,
why are you laughing when you say that?
Bundesliga Shaq.
Bundesliga Shaq.
Bundesliga Shaq. But I'll give you a moment to think about this.
Thank you very much.
To let it settle in. Ali, what are your thoughts on this?
Sadio Mane going to Bayern Munich was supposed to be a great move for him. Was supposed to be the moment in which he separated himself from Mo Salah and Firmino, and maybe the success that he had at Liverpool was because Mo Salah was playing alongside him, that he was more a product of the system and the group of players around him, and now he was going to Bayern Munich and separate himself from that, and here we go, I'm going to be successful. And he started so well, and he was scoring goals, and then that stopped. Bayern Munich stopped scoring goals. He stopped scoring goals. Then there's an injury, and he never quite recovered. And what was most troubling, and it's something that I've mentioned in the past, when he came back from his injury, what we saw from Sadio Mane was a player that was a step behind in terms of speed, just raw speed of what we have seen in the past. And a player who has depended on that speed to get in behind, to break people down in 1v1 situations, now all of a sudden, he's passing the ball sideways and back. He's not taking players on. And even when he gets in behind, he's getting caught by defenders, which never was the case. On top of that, he's getting in fights in the locker room as well. So overall, it was never the fit that we all thought it would be, and certainly the fit that he thought it would be, to the point to where I think Sadio Mane would want to come back to Bayern Munich. I think he's wanting to prove that indeed it was always going to be a good fit, and that it was the injury, that's what slowed me down. And Bayern Munich are saying, no, we didn't see enough. It was supposed to be better than this. It was supposed to be perfect, and it wasn't.
Apparently that is the case, that he wants to stay, he wants to stick around, make things better there, but obviously has been informed of this according to these reports. Bundesliga Shaq, are you surprised it turned out this way?
I am, in a lot of respects. And I sympathize with Sadio Mane because I think he's an incredible talent and has shown that over the years. But he leaves at Liverpool, where he was such a huge part of their successes, goes to a Bayern Munich team who, over the years, have been one of the best-run football clubs in the world. They lose their talisman in Robert Lewandowski. He's not a direct replacement, even though there seemed that there was that expectation. And then as we come to realize, particularly at the end of the season, there was just so much going on behind the scenes with Bayern Munich that it didn't seem like the club that we know, or quite possibly Sadio Mane expected to be joining. So that, and a combination of particularly his injury and his inability to come back from it, I think cost him dearly. While I understand Sadio Mane wanting to go back and prove himself, prove that he's the player that they thought they were getting 12 months ago, I think the best thing for them is to part ways. And I think there'll be a queue of clubs willing to sign Sadio Mane, despite his performances of the last 12 months, because they know that when he's good, when he feels wanted, when he's a part of a system, when everything behind the scenes is being run as it should, he is an incredible asset to have.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.